concubines of the curious out there, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye, where we're uncovering the conspiracy fact the government doesn't want you to know about. As always, I'm your host, Alexander Sorkin, and this week we're following up on a story we covered a few months back. Those of you who have been with us since the beginning may remember when we first looked at our old pal, the Perseverance rover, out there on the cold plains of Mars. And don't forget his little buddy, Ingenuity, the little helicopter that could. Some of you may even remember the interview we did with Dr. Chris Hurd, a scientist at the University of Alberta with a pivotal role in the mission.
I am what's called a return sample scientist for the mission. So that's the question that we're trying to answer is, was life actually there on Mars at that time? But you know what? Those samples that we bring back are really important too, in particular the soil samples, because we don't really know exactly what's in the soil. We still have to finish commissioning or, sort of testing out, making sure all the instruments, including the sampling system, are working. So there's definitely more to come in the next weeks and months.
Well, here we are, folks. It's a few months later, and that initial core sample has finally been drilled. All of the tools on the Perseverance functioned the way they were intended to. The drill made it through the rock. The gate opened for collection without a hitch. The collection tube even sealed when it was supposed to. But, wouldn't you know it, when the sample canisters were reviewed, they didn't contain a single thing. Not a single damn thing. The official story from NASA is that, upon reviewing the footage of the core sampling process, the system did in fact work properly. The problem, however, is the composition of the planet. It would seem that the surface of Mars is much chalkier and not as solid as scientists originally thought. So instead of actually drilling a core and placing it into the tube, it just pulverized the rock into dust. They even released this picture as evidence of their theory. Now looking at this picture gets some questions swirling in my mind. The main one being, if the sample did crumble into dust, where are all the remains? Sure, there's a little chunk at the bottom there, and a little dirt around the edges, but looking at the size of the hole, you'd expect there to be more. Something here just doesn't add up. This isn't the first time that NASA has failed to retrieve samples either. Back in 2007, the Phoenix lander had issues retrieving samples from Mars's Arctic region, and in 2018, the InSight lander failed to drive a temperature instrument into the surface of the planet. Failing once is bad luck, but failing continuously? That leads me to believe that something else is going on here. And what exactly could be going on here? Well, I have no proof of this, but if I had to posit a guess, I would say that some form of intelligent Martian life is screwing with our attempts to gather information about the planet. How? I don't know. Most likely some advanced alien technology that even the smartest humans back on Earth would struggle to understand. But the why is pretty self-explanatory. They're trying to keep their existence a secret. But that's all the time we have for this week, folks. Are an advanced race of Martians messing with our ability to collect samples on Mars? At this point, there's no way to know for certain, but I think they just might be. If you enjoyed this video or others from the Keep Times, make sure to check out our Patreon below, and remember, there's more than meets the eye.